Each moment you're making a choice to either escape the present moment or stay in it. Staying in it requires a certain amount of suffering. Staying in the present moment is learning that hard skill. Staying in the present moment is working on your problems. Those things are hard. It requires suffering, right? And we always got the tendency to escape those things, which is like taking up an unconscious state such as scrolling or eating junk food or masturbation, doing whatever basically distracts you from whatever you're supposed to do, right? And that's just one thing of it, right? And that's the thing, like, none of those things are on its own bad things, right? Eating junk food isn't a bad thing on its own. But the thing is, you make the choice to become unconscious, and you will go into an unconscious state, and an unconscious state will just trigger more unconscious behavior. You will scroll more and more. It's not only that you do the junk food and now it's over. No, it's not only that you do the masturbation and that it's over. No, you do it once, and then it triggers more unconscious behavior. Now you start eating more. Now you start. Then now you stop going to the gym, and time is catching up. Right, you're getting older and older and older and older, and yet you're making no new taking no new action. You're building not an you're not building your character. You're stuck in time, and what will happen is you will just stop living because you're always unconscious, and you will reminisce about the good old days when you were young, right? 16, 17, 18, maybe 20, and things like that. Those time will be gone, and you and now that time is gone, so now you're even more depressed about that, which will only put you in a more unconscious state, and now you're like 10 years down the line of doing unconscious things, and now you're fat, broke, whatever, things like that, right? And this is not something to scare you, but this is just to remind you about where you will end up if you continue to stay unconscious, right? Because it's not the one thing, bro. It's not just the one thing, right? If you make a conscious choice to eat some junk food, that's okay. But if you know that you should be doing something else, right? Now you're escaping, and once you're escaping will only trigger more escaping, right? Because you've already escaped it, so you're already ran away from it. So why not run a bit farther away from it, right? And eventually you will run away so far from your consciousness that you won't be able to see the truth anymore, right? Who you really are, right? And that's just the thing, and it will reflect in your character. It will reflect into who you are, right? It will reflect into your relationships. You will probably have shallow relationships. You will probably have a hard time of dating people, right? Having a hard time of um you will probably have a hard time of having intimacy in your life, right? Because your shallowness will just show. It's each time somebody interacts with you, they can feel your unconsciousness. They can feel whatever you're going through, right? And that they'll be unconsciously, they will just be repelled by you. By, nah, man, nah, I ain't gonna be around that person. It's not even something. It's not even a conscious choice. They won't even think about it. It's just something about your energy that will fill off, right? And it all starts with that one unconscious choice, right? It all starts with choosing to escape the present moment, right? It all starts with that. And this is just what you need to remind yourself about, because it's never one unconscious moment, right? And that's yesterday what I noticed with myself. I chose to listen to the music that I used to listen, right, when I was always on the streets and things like that. So I chose to listen to that music yesterday. That you think, okay, that's just music. No, because I listened to that music with a certain goal, the goal of escaping. So now I made the choice to escape, and now that will trigger just more escaping. Like I said, you've already ran away from your consciousness, so why not run a bit more further? What happened was, okay, now I'm buying candy, and I'm not buying some candy, so that I have like three candies, like you and done. No, I was buying bags of candy, right? I was buying bags of candy so that I can really escape, right? Really feel anything but whatever I need to go through. Then boom, then I was like, yeah, I'm already And that's the thing of self-sabotaging, because your self-sabotaging will feel good, right? Eventually, because you're already, it feels like, oh, I've already ran away from my consciousness, right? So now I'm gonna even sabotage a bit more. So then I went back to the 7-Eleven, bought like some 1.5 liter Fanta, right? And just drank that. And now the next day I woke up, body, my stomach feeling all shitty, right? Just feeling like my stomach wasn't feeling good, right? So that already put me in a state like, nah, I don't really feel like working right now with this body. Boom. Well, what happened? Okay, I skip a day of working, right? That's already, you're losing that skill already. Whatever you're trying to learn, whatever you're supposed to be doing, you're not reinforcing it, so you're losing it. Boom. Then, and that will just continue, right? And because you don't do what you're really supposed to do, you already feel kind of off, right? You already feel kind of off. So whenever you talk with people, it will just be lame conversations. It won't be really nice conversations, no deep conversations, no intimate conversations. That will, and that will trigger even more stress in you, because now you're like, oh, nah, nobody likes me, this and that. Boom. And now the cycle starts again, right? Now you be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna escape it again, right? I'm gonna I'm gonna buy another Fanta, I'm gonna buy another candy, I'm gonna masturbate, I'm gonna do this or that, right? Whatever you whatever you're using to escape, right? And that's just, if your life continue like that, you will be 10 years down the line, right? And that's really what happens, bro. You will be 10 years down the line and it's all over. 10 years down the line and it's all over. 10 years and you'll be gone, right? 10 years you'll be, whatever you're building right now could be gone, because all of all of the choices that you choose to make in this present moment, whatever you're feeling right now, right? And that's just, you need to scare yourself in such a way, because it's never one choice, bro. It's, this life is a unlimited process. So it's infinite. It's never just one choice. It's like each choice that you make is like a snowball, and you throw it down the mountain. So if you choose to throw your snowball down a shitty mountain, you will end up with a ton of shit down the mountain, right? At the end of the road, right? All all of you choosing, all because you chose to throw your snowball down the shitty mountain, right? And sometimes that feels like the only option, but that doesn't mean that you should take it, that you should take that option, right? Sometimes you just need to feel whatever you're feeling and don't do anything, right? That's also the thing. Sometimes we think that we need to be doing extra things, and always no. Sometimes if you're just feeling, you need to feel those things, right? Because that's not escaping. That's the ultimate form of feeling whatever you're feeling, right? You don't have to be doing always the good habits, right? Just feel whatever you're feeling. If you notice that it's also hard for you to focus on the good habits, just focus on staying present, right? So that's the thing, right? You need to, like I've said, you need to scare yourself in such a way, because it's never one choice. It's never, right? The choice you make today will will determine who you will be in 10 years. Will determine if you look in the mirror, the choice you make today will determine if you will be proud on the person that you will see in about 10 years in the mirror, right? So it's never you're never making one choice. You're always throwing the snowball down the mountain, right? And you determine if that snowball will be thrown down the shitty mountain, or you throw down your snowball down the conscious mountain, right? And that mountain is a conscious mountain. So each pack of snow that like piles up on your snowball is there with intention. It's there for a reason, because you've built it, you worked it, you learned for it, right, you build it. It's all yours. So yeah, like that's really my message, bro. Like it's it's always you're always starting a cycle, right? You're always starting a cycle. So make the right choice so that you get the right results. So yeah, that was my video for today. If you like this content, subscribe, share it with a friend who will think this is like comes in helpful for him. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about it. And I got a coaching program. It's entirely free for now. I will leave it in the description, and make sure that you book your call, and I'm gonna help you with whatever I can help you with, so that you so that you can so that you can remind yourself why you're on this journey, and so that you can make the right choices and create a person, a character, a life that you can be proud of. So yeah, that was my video. Again, thank you, and make sure that you make the right choices. I'm out.